Hey, welcome to the channel. My name is Kryptonite from Drip to Wealth, and every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, we host Twitter Spaces with a special guest. This week we had Moonshot Max from the Golden Lit Estate NFT project, and they dropped mega alpha. This NFT project is super special for one word only: education. Now you have to find out why that word is so important. So if you got to listen to the Twitter Spaces, all right? While you're in there, do me a favor. Like, subscribe, and in the comments section, leave hashtag Golden Lit Estate. Hashtag Golden Lit Estate, and I'm going to select 2 random people and award each of you 1 whitelist spot for the NFT project. Thanks to the Golden Lit Estate team. Special shout out to all the speakers this week and everyone else who was listening on this Twitter Spaces call. You guys are legends. I appreciate the support. Until then, everybody, I wish you peace and prosperity. Stay hydrated. Enjoy. Bro, just double check, make sure we're good here. Okay, Moonshot, here's what we're going to do, my friend. Because
Yes, sir.
honestly, I was sitting here just kind of going through the white paper again. And every time I read it, and I've read it about maybe 4 or 5 times, to be very honest with you, because each time I read it, I internalize it differently. But man, I'm excited for this one. I really am. I'm really excited for this one. Like everything in our community has been rock solid. And that's really good for cryptocurrency in general, and more specifically for like DeFi. And here's where I'm gonna lead people. Like when I think about like cryptocurrency before I got in, so I'm just gonna say, maybe like 5, 10 years ago, when you had people in DeFi, it was probably like a really small subset of people that really understood the space and the technology. So as they were creating projects and for lack of a better word, kind of soliciting those projects or products to investors, you probably was able to connect with these people because there was so few people in the space, right? So there was a lot of collaboration. You could probably trust people maybe a little bit more, right? But then as the space gets bigger and bigger, now you've got maybe a handful of bad actors that come into the space and create products just to kind of run up the price and then dump on people. But then you have a ton more smart people, innovative people, focused and driven people like yourself that come into the DeFi space and look for opportunities to kind of level it up, right? So you've got this crazy idea to create this NFT project, something that was probably rattling around in your head, and you didn't know how to execute it, who to onboard on your team to get them behind the concept and the idea. And then once you pull all that together, you still don't know if it's going to hit, meaning are people going to support it and be willing to invest money in it? So for me, that is the stuff that leaves me like completely optimistic about cryptocurrency, because more and more smart people like yourself are going to come into the space, see an opportunity, seize the moment, and level up DeFi and crypto in general, right?
Yep.
That's what I've been thinking about, man. That's why I'm like, I need to get you on this so we can go through this one, right? So
Sounds good.
let's do this, Moonshot, because every week I find it increasingly important for people to really identify with the people we have on Twitter Spaces week after week. And the best way to do that is the way you're currently doing it now is you're posting like 4 or 5 YouTube videos every week. And I'll make sure that I
Mhm.
post it in the tagline for Twitter Spaces. But then let's give people like a peek behind the curtain. Like let people know who Moonshot Max is every day, like Monday through Sunday. Who's Moonshot Max, right?
Uh, uh, yeah, man. Before I start, I definitely want to give a shout out to the entire team. There's no I in team. I always preach that to all my students.
Yeah.
People help me along the way, even to become a teacher. People help me along the way to dab in to get into cryptocurrency. So I want to give a big shout out to Mo Crypto, Crypto Mark 7. We also got Crypto Craft that did an amazing job on the project. We got Pool Bear 123. He's our dev, holding it down, and just all the YouTubers, the advisors of the project that's steering us in the right direction. So I definitely want to give them a shout out too, because of the time difference, a lot of them couldn't be here.
Yeah.
But we definitely want to represent because it's a team effort. It's not just me, but so definitely shout out to everybody else.
Right on.
But to answer your question, I'm just a regular guy, every single day guy like you, you. I feel like the one big thing about me is always to educate and to learn. And I feel like a lot of us don't want to sit down and really analyze the crypto market and to really see what's happening behind the curtains and really see what's going on. So I've been in crypto now for the past couple years, and I lost a lot of money like everybody else. Um, I made a lot of good friends along the way. I learned a lot of valuable lessons along the way. And I said to myself, as you was talking, yes, we do got to make a change. We do have to create a project or create something that will get people excited and something that will get people talking and buzzing, but really to interact with one another. I feel like that's the key to the drip community.
Yeah.
That's the key to Droplit. The fact that we have a whole sea of people that's willing to put in their bricks, that's willing to learn, that's willing to behave in a certain way that's going to help out everybody. And I feel like that's the torch that I want to pass on with this project. So I'm a teacher by day. I teach math. I I'm a godly man. So I have a family. I go to work. I work really, really a lot of hours, and I do cryptocurrency. I do lots of videos.
Yeah.
And I sacrifice a lot of my time because I want to leave a better life for my family. That's the whole driving force
Love that.
of, of Moonshot Max. It's not the Lambo. It's not the house. The vacations. I want to leave something for my kids, and to show them that Daddy did it, but he did it in this way, and you can do it too. So the driving force behind me doing all this is to set my family up to a point where I don't need to worry about them anymore. So I'm just a average guy, just like you guys, but I'm very motivated, and I feel like we have a lot of people that's like me
Yeah.
in the space,
Yep.
and sometimes they just don't know the right people. Sometimes they just don't have a microphone. Sometimes they don't have a YouTube channel, right? But there's a lot of people out there, and if I could inspire people to do the same thing, I feel like I did a great job.
Man, I'm telling you this, Legacy 7 would be proud, right? Because that's essentially what you're talking about is you're using your gift, both personally and professionally, to leave behind a legacy for your family, right? That's kind of the motivation. That's why we go as hard as we do, and which includes like long hours, sleepless nights, and working through content and putting it out there because you're thinking about your legacy. And it's not really about padding your pockets. It's thinking about what can I do in terms of elevating people to help them think about investing in a different way? How can I expose them to cryptocurrency and help them understand that that is a new asset that people can invest in and potentially change not only their life, but future lives, right? Generational lives, just by having access to this information. So I appreciate the fact that you go as hard as you do and produce content 4 to 5 days every week for people to really level up in terms of understanding cryptocurrency and maybe even inspiring people to want to get on a social media platform and actually start creating content, like forcing people to think about what they're doing today and how they can actually get involved. And to your point, not everyone is going to have the courage to kind of do what you're doing, but you never know. You may inspire someone to actually pick up a microphone and turn on the camera. So let's continue this conversation, Moonshot. Shout out to the team. So we've got Crypto Craft. I want to make sure I don't leave out anybody. Pooh Bear 123, Mo Crypto 77. You got Legacy Crypto. You've got Lady Mania. You got Crypto Mark. That's Crypto 101, Crypto Tiger, and then Crypto Craft is right. It's three people, right?
Nasty, so it's Gaz and Gio.
Let's get it, man. Are we leaving out anybody? Because I want to make sure everyone gets their flowers. I want to make sure everyone's accounted for.
Oh yeah, we definitely have a lot of support from Crypto Fergie, from Big Beauty as well. We have a few people that's reaching out to us. Crypto Timo as well.
Yeah,
that's been putting out content for us. Also, we just are so blessed to have people that see our vision, and that's willing to just sacrifice their time to even make a video about this NFT project. So shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody that's in the Twitter space right now. Crypto Mark is right here, so shout out to him. He did a really good job on the intro for the NFT project. That's not me at all. That's all Crypto Mark 7. He is a genius when it comes to making those trailers. He's doing some other things on the project as well. So I'm truly blessed to have him on the team.
Yeah, Mark is always behind the scenes. Mark, if you're awake, I know it's pretty early in the morning where you're at. Let me know and I'll invite you on to talk for a couple minutes or so if you're still up. All right, so Moonshot, let's do this, my friend. Before we jump into your project, which is the Golden Lit Estate NFT project, let's walk people through like your experience in crypto. Like, how long have you been in crypto, and then what's been your experience with maybe other projects? Lessons learned. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, yeah, man. It's been a couple years now. I first got into Drip October 2020, I believe. Was it 2020? I got into Drip at, I believe, $12, $13. And that's when I told my family about Drip. I told my friends. I put a lot of people on. So when it reached the all-time highs in January, everybody was happy.
Yeah.
Everybody was eating pretty well.
So were you smart? Did you take profits?
Oh yeah. Man. Come on, bro. Like my name is my name is Moonshot Max. I gotta take the profits.
Excellent.
Right? But the one thing that Drip taught me was to take profits in a responsible way. Mm-hmm. So I was not claiming out every single day. I was, of course, claiming out. I was doing a lot of work in my house with Drip. Thank you, Drip, for my microphone, for my camera. Drip bought everything. But before Drip, though, before Drip, that's when a lot of rugs was happening. A lot of honeypots I got caught in. A lot of landmines was happening to me.
Now, what's a honeypot? I've heard that, but I don't know if I recall what that really means.
Man, so a honeypot is basically you putting your money into a contract and you cannot sell at any cost. So if you so it's kind of like a honey where you put your hands in a honey jar.
Understood.
And it's kind of hard to come out.
Yeah.
So it's the same concept. I got caught with a few of those. I lost, I would say, thousands of dollars.
Makes sense.
Along my journey.
Makes sense.
But it was all learning lessons, right? I cried a little bit. I talked to my wife and she boosted up my spirits again and she told me to keep on going.
Shout out to the wife.
Today.
Shout out to the wife for being super supportive. Yeah.
Because if it wasn't for her, and a lot of people don't know this, and I shared this with you behind closed doors, I was ready to quit YouTube.
Yes. This is a great story, everyone. This is a great story.
Yeah. I was ready to quit, and not because I was tired, but I was like, I'm sacrificing so much time away from my family. And I'm up here making videos, and when I make videos, I'm not a person that just talk about just one topic. I like to really dig in deep, and I really like to people to understand what I'm saying so they get a clear idea of the meaning of the video. So I
Yes.
spend a lot of time, and I'm a teacher, and I come home late. I got to grade papers, lesson plans on weekends, and all that. So I said to myself, I'm sacrificing a lot of time. What's more important? And I was saying to myself, well, my family is important. That's the whole point. So I said to myself, you know what? January is going to be my last YouTube journey. I think I'm gonna quit January 1st. But then all of a sudden, before January hit, and I talked to my wife a couple times, and she told me, "No, don't quit. You are good at it." And I said, "No, no more encouragement. I'm sorry, but I gotta put the family first. I love you, but I'm gonna quit January 1st."
Yes.
And she said, "Okay, so I guess that's it." So all of a sudden, I'm at school teaching, and then my phone is blowing up like crazy. I thought it was a family emergency, and it really wasn't. And they
Hmm.
was like, "Oh, Moon, Moonshot Max, Forex Shark featured you on his Forex Shark calls in his Telegram for your video." And I was like, "My video out of the hundreds
Right.
of drip people that make awesome content every day, he chose my video,
Your video on the
my
heels
video."
of you saying you're done.
And it was so like that's when I had a moment. Like, and I'm a spiritual person. I felt like God was saying to me, "No, you got to keep on going. I know you
Yes.
want to quit, and you want to quit for the right reasons, but you can't quit." And I'm
No.
so happy that I didn't quit. I'm so happy that Forex Shark put my video up because it gave me another boost of energy. And something really, really important happened. I met the Droplit team. Maybe
Mm.
15 days later, I was like, I talked to DeFi Proof, and he told me about Droplet one day. And I
Yeah.
said, listen, I'm behind you 1,000%. Let me know what you need me to do. And even before Droplet came out with the Genesis pools, I was making videos. I was inquiring. I was talking to Paris 101 behind the scenes, and I really wanted to get people to understand the level of this project. So I met a great team. Droplet team is just awesome. They're so helping. They're so giving, and they take the time to teach you. And I learned so much. And we behind the scenes we was working with the Guardians of the Reservoir.
Yeah.
Well, and I was coming up with the gamification. We was doing all these fun stuff and having a good time. And because of my experience with Droplet, with Gardens of the Reservoir, and my experience as being an investor, getting rugged, getting cheated on, right? I
Yeah.
said to
Absolutely.
myself, I want to create something where people's going to have fun. They're going to learn, but they will make money at the same time. I'm like,
Hmm.
I'm like, that's the key to crypto. I feel like the community is the most powerful weapon of any project.
1,000%.
So I feel like if I could create that type of same feel in my Telegram with my interaction with people, this could grow into something massive because I feel like we're all looking for a home, and we're
Hmm.
all looking for a home. And drip is my first home. Droplet is my second home, but now I got Golden Lit Estates. That's my third home. And the great thing about it is you can house hop. It's fine.
Yes.
That
Yes.
that's the
No, you
beautiful thing
can.
about it.
Yes, you can, Moonshot. Look, I can be a little greedy as well too, and you know what? That's okay. And it's funny because I'm actually going to quote like a very odd source. Has nothing to do with cryptocurrency or
Mhm.
technology, but a very odd source to kind of round out what you're saying. Usher, Usher Raymond, right? Everybody knows Usher. Usher is this mega super R&B star, like this global icon. So I was actually listening to an interview of his, and they asked him a question, and he said, "Look, when I was not Usher Raymond, this global pop star, I was just an average person, kind of struggling, with my family to kind of make ends meet. So under those circumstances, we really had to make choices, and those choices was this or that, right? It was either this or that. And as he evolved and became this mega star, his choices are now this and that because he's evolved as a person. His view of the world is so much broader, right? He's
Mm-hmm.
now got financial resources. He has better education and exposure to the world. And so now he's no longer limiting himself to either this or that. He's saying, I want that and that. So for you, I appreciate the fact that you're attempting to kind of build this bridge to say to people in cryptocurrency, look, this whole space is huge, huge, and there's enough room for everyone to participate and be successful. So why do we have to pick a side, right? Why can't we have folks that support Drip? Why can't we have folks that support Droplit? Why can't we have folks that support the Golden Lit Estate or any other project in crypto or DeFi that has great tokenomics, a trusted dev, an amazing community? The project is safe, right? There's no exploits. Why can't you have the best of both worlds, right?
Oh,
So I
yeah.
appreciate the fact that you're bridging the gap. All right. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
with you on that, man. I'm with you.
I mean, I said,
Shout
yeah.
out
I
to
mean,
Usher Raymond.
of
Yeah,
course, of
yeah,
course. I
yeah,
said it
yeah.
in one of my videos. I said, listen, I could never take away what Ray did for me, what Stun and Breezy did for me. I can never take away what DeFi Proof did to me. Like, I'm cut from the same cloth as all these guys. I've been
Yeah.
watching their videos for months. They're the one that put me onto game. They're the one that took their time out to explain things to keep their channel going. If it wasn't for Ray, I would have never gotten to Drip. If it wasn't for DeFi Proof, I never would have gotten to Droplit. Right? If it wasn't for LD Mega Live, I would have never been part of the Guardians of the Reservoir. Right?
1000%.
And that's what it is. I mean, for me, there's no sides to be chosen. I choose what's right, and what's right is everybody could
Yeah.
come along, because Drip is not the only project that I'm in. When I first started my journey, I was in Safu. I don't know if you guys heard of Safu,
Yeah.
but I made a ton of money in Safu. I made a ton of money in the Red Light Node district when that came out. These were very great projects that had really good tokenomics, but like everything else, it dies out.
Yeah.
But it's fine. But the money was made already, and a couple of relationships was forged during that time. So for me, I don't see this one all be all. I see it as there's a lot of communities here that has the right mindset that can help everybody else. So let's bridge everything. Let's just invite everybody. Let's have an open door policy,
Yeah.
right?
1000%. Soundbar.
Mm-hmm.
Soundbar. Yeah, Moonshot. I love it, man. So let's get into it. So the Golden Lit Estate. So obviously you're drawn upon your experience in crypto, Droplet and Drip, and then all the other things that you've been exposed to. Like, where did this idea come from for you to start your own project? Is this something that you've been thinking about for quite some time, or did it just happen fairly recently?
Well, it's something that I've thought about. I was on the Mega Live last year, and I told the guys that one of my New Year's resolution is
Yep.
to come out from the camera more into the back scenes, and I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to be on a team and operate much more so like an admin or a dev, just to learn. I didn't want to come out with my own project, but I just wanted the experience of just learning. And Droplet gave me that experience because DeFi Proof, CV, Baby Compound, Paris, they treating me like I was part of the team. They didn't show me in any way that I was an outsider, right?
No.
Anything that they knew about, anything that they asked me my opinion about, I was involved in the process, and I felt very, very comfortable around them. So I took that experience along with the Guardians of the Reservoir, and I said, I think I have now I'm ready to come out with my own project. But I realized through my experience, you need to have the right people around you,
Yeah, for sure.
and that's in anything in life. And shout outs to Mo Crypto 777 is in the building right now.
Mo and Rock
So
Ape.
Rock Ape is
What's
here.
going on, guys?
So what's going on, guys?
The family's here.
What's going on?
Yes, sir. So when I think Mo was like one of the first people I asked. I said, "Yo, Mo, I have this idea." And I think that you are a perfect fit for it because you don't think like me, and I really enjoy that. I
Yeah.
like the fact that you challenge me. I like the fact that you have a different mindset perspective than me, and you're able to calm me down when I have these crazy ideas. So I need that.
Shout
I
out to Mo.
shout outs to Mo. So I need that balance. So Mo said yes. I actually reached out to Crypto Craft because Nasty, he was actually doing a couple of thumbnails for me, and I asked him, "Hey, do you do any NFTs?" And he was like, "Yeah, we have this project called Crypto Craft." And I was like, "Crypto Craft? What is that?" And
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh, it's me, Jo, and Gaz, and we're doing these NFTs, and we're doing thumbnails, we're doing stickers, and we're doing." And then I was like, "Oh man, I think this was meant to be because I have this idea." And when Nasty and them heard about the idea, they jumped on it in less than a second. They was like, "Yeah, why can't we do? How can we help?" And I was like, "Wow!" I was just blown away because I was like, "You guys don't want to think about this for a second?"
Not at all.
They
Man.
was like, "No." And then I was like, Crypto Mark 7, yo, have this idea, bro. I feel like you'll be the perfect person to execute this and do this. And these people just said yes without hesitation. They didn't say, "Oh, I'll get back to you," right?
Mm-hmm.
This said yes on the spot. How can I help, and what do you need me to do? And the minute I seen those type of responses, I knew I had the right team.
It
I was
almost
like,
seemed too easy, right? Moonshot.
well, yeah,
But it goes back to your original conversation when, for the people that may have missed the first few minutes kind of leading up to this conversation, the fact that you were thinking about giving up creating content on YouTube, and Forex Shark posted a video on Forex Shark calls that for you went viral, right? So then that gave you the motivation to kind of stay in the space and continue to create more and more content. And by you staying in a space, then you started to form these new relationships with other people in DeFi that were locked in to your vision of becoming, somewhat of a developer, right?
yep,
And I'm saying none of that was by accident. That was intentional, right? It just really was, man. Like, I feel like you're doing your life's work. You really are. One is you're educating the youth, which is the future of our world, right? And you spend an enormous amount of hours with those individuals. And then you're able to take what is so critical to everyone's success in life. I don't care what it is, but we're talking about finances and crypto. It's the education piece of it. Like, you're taking time to make certain people understand what it is, the value associated with it, how to get started. And then the thing that we always say, not financial advice, but you're providing guidance by showing them how you're interacting with your product protocol and your investments, right? So none of this stuff is by accident. It really isn't. And then the other thing, back to the people that are just kind, considerate with their time and their skills. Like, none of that was hard for you because they identify with the person they see behind the screen, Moonshot. Like, they definitely pick up from you someone who's passionate and cares about the community. And who in the heck doesn't want to be associated with somebody like that? Like, tell who? Who doesn't want to be associated with someone who gives more than they take? Right? Everybody wants to sign up for something like that. And here's what I've learned in life, and even more so in crypto, is that when you find a rock star community, you better lock in. Like, you better lock in as fast as you can and do whatever you can to get connected, because you have no idea what those people bring to the table. You don't. And when you actually start interacting with people in your community, forming relationships, having small conversations, and you ask a simple question, hey, do you develop websites, or you know how to create a logo or something like that? And they come back and they say, absolutely. And they're willing to do that stuff, right, Moonshot?
yep,
For no charge. For
yeah,
no charge, because everyone's thinking about the bigger picture. They're thinking about the community. They're thinking about how whatever you put out that, how that impacts the entire community and eventually the price action of that product. Not how much can I get off of this person today, right? So for
Mhm.
me, man, I'm not surprised by the folks you've been interacting with, because Crypto Craft has done some stuff for me and Wonder Woman. They've done a bunch of stuff for some other people, man, and they're just so generous with their time. So for me, when I look
Big
at,
part of the marketing DAO.
see, there it is, Rocket,
Yep.
marketing DAO, and again, for me, I don't even know how the hell they've got all the time to do all this stuff, but thank you. Thank you to Crypto Craft.
Yeah,
Shout out to Crypto Craft.
they have so much patience. Like, if you look at the back and forth that went on between all of us in the team for the Golden Estates, I mean, these guys, they have a lot of patience because some things need, like, similarly to what Moonshot said, like, he thinks differently than what I think,
Yeah,
and sometimes they have their own opinions, and Mark has his opinion. So a lot of heads are clashing against each other, and these
good.
guys are just calm and collected. They're taking all of our suggestions, and then they come back and they have some bomb pictures. So I mean, big shout out to these guys. They do crazy work, but they also work super well together.
No, they totally do. And how many times did they scream at you?
Yeah. I mean, behind closed doors, I'm not sure,
Right.
but I don't think that many times in front of me.
Never in front of you, but behind closed doors. No. Yo, we had a bunch of iterations as well, and they were as calm as the first request. Like,
Yeah.
they were stable,
Yeah.
super stable. So shout out to Crypto Craft.
I think they're so confident in their gifting that they can deliver whatever you ask of them. And I'm saying that because I've seen it. I've seen it in action.
Yeah,
Like, we would say, well, I like this picture, but it needs to have this, and they will do it like it's effortless, like it's not something of a challenge for them. And I was like, wow, like, you guys are megastars in the NFT world. Like, I don't see, with the, not to joke on any other project, but the NFT projects that came out for the past couple of years, I'm like, you guys could run a 10,000 NFT project one day. I don't see the difference between other people's work and your work. Your work is far above theirs. So for me personally, I was very excited and very humbled by the fact that they have this type of talent, but they work as a trio, and they work so well together, because that's a hard thing. Like, even
yeah,
Kobe and Shaq couldn't get along, right?
understood. Yeah,
But the fact that we have all these rock stars in the Telegram, and we're throwing these ideas, but everybody's just so humble about it. Everybody's just so, focused on the mission, and the mission is to give out a quality project, not a quantity, right? It's all about quality.
yes,
And if you look at our NFTs, you look at our website, you look at the Telegram, everything that we do, the pictures that we put out, everything that we do, we want to do it with a level that's like changing the game. So people would say to themselves at first glance, "Wow, this is not just another NFT project."
no, it's not. It really isn't. Like, first of all, soundbar to collaboration and Crypto Craft soundbar. So you're right, and we're going to get into it, because when I looked at the images that were coming across on Twitter and then YouTube, and then obviously going through the white papers, the images and the content is just top shelf, which means you and the team have spent quite a bit of time really thinking through this project to address the gamification, the tokenomics, and how you can really reward all the investors. So, Golden Lit Estate, Moonshot, what is it?
Oh, okay. Oh, actually, yo, Jay, do you have something to say? I want to make sure, because I want to make it all about Moonshot Max. Because I know.
And then same with Mo and
Oh
Rock
yeah,
Ape as well.
of
Yeah.
course, and Crypto Mark. Anytime you
And
guys
Mark
want
too. Mark, I know you're probably, dozing in and out because it's probably super early in the
to.
morning. But we need to hear the voice, that
Oh
deep
yeah,
voice.
yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I'll jump in whenever I feel like I need to say something. But so far, I mean, Max, you're explaining everything so perfectly. So I'm gonna listen up and I'll jump in.
Okay, so yeah, so what is the Golden Little States NFC project? Well, there's a lot that goes into those words. Number one, we're thinking about a way to present the type of lifestyle that you ultimately want to achieve right now, so you're able to envision that you can have it, so therefore you're going to go out and get it.
Mm.
The second thing about the Golden Little States is we want to provide different opportunities for investors to reap the rewards. So therefore, we have four different tokens right now that we are going to be giving out as weekly rewards to our
Mm.
beautiful investors. Number
Yeah.
three, education is a huge part of this project. The only way for us to succeed, to get to the wealthy status that we want and to be financially um, financially free, is to have the education that's going to keep us there. How
Yep.
much times do we win the lotto and people make $5 million and they go broke, right, within 2 or 3 months? How much times do NBA players or NFL players make millions of dollars, but then they're on TV crying broke? How much times we see rappers making a ton of money, right,
Yeah.
crying broke? Why? Because of the education is not there. The school system does not provide the financial education to help society become wealthy, and everybody knows that, right?
Very
So
true.
how so we need to change that narrative. We need to educate people in a way that they could keep their wealth, to help them build it and to help them keep it.
Hmm.
So that's for me. Anytime I hear the golden lit estates, that's why I think about those three things.
Perfect. No, that makes sense to me because then it's all about seeing a lifestyle that in your mind is obtainable. Like most people, when they think about like this golden lit estate and the images that you have projected in your white papers, some of that stuff seems completely unattainable with where they're at today, right? Because they don't see a path to that level of success. And you guys are about to expose them to a path that could potentially lead them to a luxury lifestyle. And here's the best part, right? Moonshot, it's affordable for most people. Affordable in a sense that you've got these NFTs that give you access to rewards, right? So you have an opportunity to win rewards every single week in the form of what? BUSD, lit,
Hmm.
drip, and probably, is it the garden
Yes.
LPs? Okay.
Yeah.
The garden LPs, right? So every week you're eligible for rewards. And then the NFT, which we'll get to because I want to make sure we spend time there, it's the lit academy, right? That's the education piece, right?
Yeah.
Man, so again, it's saying that you don't need $5,000 to get started on this path to a luxury lifestyle. It is simply starting where you're at, finding what you can afford to invest in an NFT, which then gives you access to rewards and then education so that we can show you how to access, retain, and continue to grow your investment. So that's, for me, that's dope. So let's do this. So we talked about like the super team that you've got. Droplit. This is one I wanted to kind of get through because the Golden Lit Estate, the
Hmm.
base of it is to support Droplit Swifty, right?
Yes.
So how did you land on that particular product as the base for Golden Lit Estate?
Yeah, because I've been a proud advocate for Droplet for many months now, and I really believe in their product, and I really believe in the team. The team, when we have our meetings, they blow my mind away with how they are thinking. They're not thinking, just on a regular scale. They're really trying to take over the Binance chain,
Yeah,
and their plans are huge. But I appreciate that because I feel like if you're gonna be a basketball player, don't you want to win a championship? That's the whole goal.
absolutely.
And Droplet wants to win a championship, but obviously there are certain factors that's out of their hands. So I said that we need to have a substantial amount of revenue that's inside of the Swifty pool. If
Yeah.
we're able to put a certain amount of money, let's say 20K, 40K, 50K, that 50K will never move. It'll be a solid foundation for us to continue to grow it, so that way we can help Droplit grow as well, because they got some major things coming out, like the Lit X. That in itself is crazy. They even have the GMX fork that's coming out, and these are things that's almost done.
Yeah.
That's still in the background because Paris is doing lots of testing right now, and we honestly believe that Droplet is going to be here for the next bull run.
So
And
let me ask you this, because I,
Mhm.
I want to just get your take on it, because everything you said to me, that makes logical sense and super reasonable. I just want to address this one with anyone who may be thinking about it in the back of their mind. Do you think it's premature to maybe jump on board a product that's only been around for maybe 2 or 3 months? Or do you see it, like you just explained, more of a ground floor opportunity versus a high risk? And I'm going to frame it this way. Like, we know for a fact that playing in crypto in general is a very high risk proposition.
Of course,
The risk gets even higher in DeFi, right? So
Mhm.
typically you're looking for products that have been around for a while. So their staying power and the fundamentals of the product doesn't change. They lock into the smart contract and they hold, right? So when you think about Droplet, and it's really only been around again for about 2 to 3 months, and there's been a little bit of volatility, what made you decide to kind of strap up and ride this one and let that be the baseline for Golden Lit Estate? Now, your answer may not change, but I just want you to
Oh yeah.
answer that for people who may be thinking like, "Hey, man, it's too early. Why would you latch on to that product right now?"
So the way I would answer this is that number one, I believe in the numbers as far as the tokenomics. Tokenomics for me speaks everything. It speaks why the golden drip share token could be $10,000 one day, because I experienced the Tomb Fork, and I experienced how during the time token was like $10,000 $11,000 due to its uh, tokenomics. So I know that Droplet has a huge potential upside. Right, this is the ground floor. Number two, I am belief in the team. Like
Mm-hmm.
when you see a young Kobe Bryant, when you see a young Allen Iverson, when you
Yeah.
see a young Steph Curry,
Mm-hmm.
there's something about them that stands out, that
Okay.
that separates them from the rest. So when I
Mm-hmm.
see a developer like Paris, and I seen how smooth his launch was, how there's no exploits, how he's building innovative contracts right now like Dropout. When he's taking things to the next level, I see the talent and I'm able to experience it. For me, I think is a wise decision to bet on Droplet, because Droplet has those two things. They have strong tokenomics. Actually, they got more than that. They got strong tokenomics. They have a talented team, and
Mm-hmm.
they have a com- fearless bunch of people that won't quit. And people like me, like S Crypto, like Mo Crypto, Rocky,
Legacy. Yeah.
Legacy, like we have so much people. And even if you go to the Droplet chat, there's a ton of people I can mention right now that's fearless, that don't quit, that sees the importance of just compounding and building their position because they know what's coming. And right now in the bear market, it's time to build. And Droplet is building, getting itself ready for the bull run. So for me, I'm 150% behind Droplet. I see where it's heading, and I just want to help Droplet get to where it needs to get to.
Soundbar. Soundbar. Yeah,
Okay.
Moonshot. And for me, it's good. And Rock and Mo, I want you guys to tap in. For me, again, it's all about context and building trust. So the more information we're able to provide, including answering the tough question, that's when you provide a level of confidence and reassurance in potential investors, right? We don't want any softball questions. Like, send the fastball,
Oh
send the
yeah.
curveball,
A
because
hundred-
all that's going to do is tighten us up. And if there is some weaknesses in our thought process within our smart contracts. Let's expose it now, right? So then
Oh, yeah.
as the bull run comes, we're tight. We've thought through everything. We've got a response for any question. We can't be exploited anymore. Everything is safe. So for me, it's really just providing a context for potential investors to trust a project that's relatively young and understand why you're so dug in and why the foundation of the golden lit estate is Droplit. All right. Mo, Rock, you guys had anything to add there at all?
For me, the way I look at it, can you hear me?
Yes, completely fine.
Yeah. For me, the way I look at it is before trusting a project, um, I always like to do a bit of research on who the team is and what they're basing their project on, how innovative it is, and how innovative the team is in continuously delivering new products and projects into the community. And like, I'll be honest, when I first started the project, I was a bit set back. Like, I'm talking about Droplet specifically. I was a
Yeah.
bit set back because I didn't really understand what tomb forks were and how they worked. When I got into the crypto scene, it was towards the end when everybody was making so much money in tomb forks that I was so overwhelmed by it. I didn't want to even touch it. I don't want to like wreck myself, you know?
Yeah.
So the way I looked at it this time was, you know what? I'm not gonna get involved yet. I'm gonna do my research. I'm gonna take my time, and I'll jump in if I feel like it's something that's, positive for me.
Yes.
And just like you said, it's the kind of team where if you ask them a question, no matter how difficult it is, they're gonna come back to you with an answer. And if
Yeah.
they don't know the answer, they're gonna make sure to get the proper answer from their other colleagues and get you the right answer. And this is the kind of team that I want to be involved in. Somebody who I would message, they would get back to me. Somebody who, if I have a suggestion on something, they would take that into consideration. Somebody who is involved in the community, who is continuously developing new products. Just like Moonshot said, Paris is always in the back end, you know, developing new projects and new products and giving us updates on what's going on and
Yeah.
sharing information that could potentially benefit us in the whole crypto market, not just the product specifically related to what they're trying to launch. So they want everybody to win no matter how it is, not just in their own product. And for me, like over the years where I've been in cryptocurrency, there's these kind of like nuances that you pick up from a team and from a project that you just feel comfortable with. And that's something that I felt. So for me, at this point in time, because they haven't given up despite the volatility in the
Yeah.
in the in the product. For
Yeah.
me, I think it's something that they're gonna stick by and stick with for the long run because they believe in what they can provide the community, and they're not gonna stop in providing that, and that's something that I feel like I should back up, and I've been happy with so far.
Yeah, me too. Soundbar. Yeah, Mo, I feel the same way. And I'll back up a step too. I typically don't jump in unless there's somebody I know and trust who's actually done it first.
There you go.
Especially, I'm just being real honest with you. Because again, it's par for the course that we've all been burned on crypto. Because a lot of us, not a lot, some of us learn through constantly reading and doing a ton of research. And then others, like myself, I learn by actually execution. So I have to throw dollars at it and figure out what works and what didn't work, right? And then as you spend more time in the space, you become savvier. You develop certain principles and guidelines when you start to invest. You look for certain things within a crypto community that's engaging, like the developer, the community, the tokenomics, and the sentiment of the Telegram and the Twitter, and all these things are variables that go into your decision making on whether or not you want to invest. But the most important one is like personal testimonies. Like, do you know someone personally in the space that you trust that's invested? And then are they winning? And if they are, okay, then maybe I'll invest a little money and kind of see how things work. So for me, my motivation to get into Droplet was driven by Moonshot Max. right? Because I saw how well he was doing in the space, and he made all of the videos super intuitive, very easy for me to understand. And the fact that I talked to Moonshot, I trust his judgment. So I'm willing to invest some capital into Droplit and then figure it out from there, right? That's my long way of saying that the folks on the call and the people that continue to support Droplit and now the golden lit estate, they've done a lot of heavy lifting for the community, right? So they've asked the tough questions, they're having personal conversations with the team, and they're constantly getting reinsurance that they're building during this bear market, right? Does that guarantee success 100% of the time? Absolutely, it does not, right? Because we're all investing, there's always some level of risk involved. But when you do a certain level of research, conversations with the team, developers, and then there's people that you trust that are willing to invest their money, then you have a little more confidence to kind of proceed with a certain level of caution. All right. So, golden lit estate. Oh, did I get a soundboard?
Oh yeah, of course.
On my own show, baby.
Yes, sir.
Yo, let's get it. So let's get into some of the gamification and tokenomics. All right, so let's start with, how about we start with tokenomics? Let's do that. Let's start with some tokenomics. And the tokenomics are pretty healthy. Again, it's a healthy bridge between the two projects, right? So again, between Drip and Droplet. So tokenomics, Moonshot.
Yeah, we definitely want to, like I said, Drip is my first home, or will always be my first home. Droplet is my second home, but I got many, many homes, so it's okay. So we can share out all these rewards amongst our investors in different reward tokens. Like Droplet, we're gonna have the lit token. We're gonna have the BUSD. We're also going to have, the Drip side as well, because Drip, for me personally, Drip is a protocol that's been here, that's been established. Obviously, we all know the dev. We know his passion, his desire, and whenever he comes out with something, it's always great. So we know that a lot of people that's in the Droplet, came from Drip, and we definitely want to build up those bags, right? We want to build up we want to build up the lit bags, the GDS bags, the Drip bags. But then we said to ourselves, you know what? The marketing DAO, right? Rock Ape is doing an amazing job. Coach Scott, the investor, as well, and of course CryptoCraft, right? And we said to ourselves, why not support other projects that's going to help support our reward tokens? So I said, man, maybe we should link up with the marketing DAO as well, because it's a really good cause. The fact that we could start a wallet underneath the marketing DAO, we can use those LPs and we could give it out as rewards, and everybody wins, right? So we definitely have 4 reward tokens, but the bulk of the money that we get in the NFT sales is gonna go to Droplet, of course. We're gonna have a Drip account, and we also going to thirdly start a Garden account. And right now, I believe the Garden is a really good play, especially now we know that the marketing is going out, and that new investors have eyes on the Garden. So now I think there's right now I think we're at 225,000, something like that, LPs.
245.
245. Yeah, 245.
Yeah. So I feel like we're gonna see about 300 to 350,000 soon. So right now is a good time to invest into the Garden and watch us climb with that rise of LPs. And even if it goes down like a little bit, we could still be able to keep up with the Garden decay. So that's where our tokenomics is built around projects that we believe in, that we know going to be here for the next 2 to 20 years.
Man, I love the sound of that. 2 to 20 years. Both of those numbers or that range is phenomenal. I will be buying an Allen somewhere and a jet or two. All right, so we got like Droplet pools, we got the boardroom, we've got a faucet, and now you're gonna have a wallet for the Garden. Okay. We're killing it. We're killing it.
Yeah.
And then with the Droplit, so let's stay with Droplit. So it looks like, and this number may change because now that you've got these GLE extensions, maybe the ratio may be a little different.
Yeah, it is gonna be different. 35% is for the Droplet pools, 35% is for the boardroom, 20% is for the drip account, and 10% is going to be for the drip garden. So we had to shave off 10%.
Of course.
So that way we have a nice balance, because we don't want to put in capital that's not going to give us a good return. So we definitely want to put in a certain amount of money that's going to give our investors a nice, a sizable amount every single week.
Yeah. So you let Rock8 bully you for 10%?
Oh yeah. Listen, he was.
I see you, Rock8, you big bully.
Listen, Rock8 was them telling me the ideas that they had, and I'm like, listen, I have to talk about the drip garden. I got to get in on this.
1,000%.
It makes sense.
It definitely does. No, it definitely does. Because if I do rough math, there's like about 30% that goes to the drip community, right? That's the back of the envelope math. Yeah, that's crazy. So again, I keep saying that's the right balance for someone like you, Moonshot. Again, the flowers are here, man. The value in just kind of bridging the gap of the two communities. And I keep saying it's not really just the two, but we're talking about two, Drip and the Droplet community.
Mm-hmm.
But it's much bigger than those two communities. It's like the whole crypto and DeFi space that we're really trying to expose to investing. But bridging the gap is so critical because Drip was our foundation, and Droplit is like a second iteration of that, right? It's like the 2.0, if you will, of Drip, because naturally, and this is not a dig at any protocol today. It is not. Let me repeat. This is not a dig at any protocol today. What's naturally going to happen is the evolution of all of these smart contracts and these dApps, because people are going to continue to come into cryptocurrency and make their way down to DeFi. And they're going to bring their talents, their intuition, and their resources, both financial and people resources, to take snapshots of what's happening today and kind of figure out what's working well, what's not working well, get rid of that stuff. And the stuff that's working well, how do we elevate it and make it better, right? So to me, the element of collaboration and competition, you need them both to be successful in business and in our space, right? So the collaboration of kind of having multiple communities that are currently in DeFi trying to build a brand, let's work together whenever possible. And then the element of competition never allows anybody to become complacent and relax, because right now they're going to be eating your lunch. So for me, competition is necessary.
Of course.
You understand what I'm saying? Because it's going to force you to innovate and build and fight for your community members. Stop being lazy, because if you are, someone else is coming for your lunch. And they may find that the other side of that table, that stuff tastes good too, right? So make sure you keep building and innovating and fighting for your community, because people's attention spans are swift, right?
Oh, yeah.
So they are, man. So keep building. So for me, this is what I'm saying. Again, a long way of saying the bridge that you're building to kind of force these communities to hold hands is dope as heck. That's all I'm gonna say. It's super dope. All right, NFT cards. Shout out to Lady Mania, NYC, the Gardener, Raymond, Finja. I see all these. CPG, that's my girl in the house. Who else we got? JC, I see you, my friend. Wonder Woman, Patine 9. Shout out to everybody. I'll get everyone else. NFT cards. There are 1,100 total NFT cards.
Yes, sir.
All righty. And then how many? There would probably be an even number then of standard cards and the luxury cards. It'd be like 550 of each.
Oh no, we're taking it to another level, man.
Oh, okay.
Like the gamification is, for me, is well thought out.
So this is just phase one of like phase 1001.
Oh no. we're definitely gonna have a phase two, but
1000%.
this but like you said, this is going to evolve.
Yeah.
This project, the whole, we don't want to release like our major idea for this project, but this has an end goal, and the end goal is something pretty fascinating.
Okay.
But this is just the genesis start of it, right? We definitely want to get people to get their rewards, to collect the cards, and to get the education so they're able to move on to the next phase.
All right. So how many cards do they need to collect? Because the ultimate goal is to mint, right? The golden lit estate NFT.
Oh yes. So they would need to mint all 30 cards.
Okay.
So every card that we have, it has a matching pair. So like for instance, we have a standard NFT, which is a pilot. I'm sorry, which is a jet.
Yeah, private jet. Yeah.
But the private jet needs a what? It needs a pilot, right?
Yep.
So the pilot is the luxury NFT. So that's the matching pair. So we have 15 pairs of cards, which is 30. And if you're able to mint out all 30, and that's why getting into the whitelist is super important, because you're getting 8 cards that are matching pairs to start your journey off. But you need to get all 30. And once you get all 30, you're going to be able to forge the golden lit estate NFT, which have really heavy rewards. And I would say, especially when you're by yourself and you're the only one holding it, you're going to be extremely happy because you don't have to share with anybody else. So it's the first one to get that 30, but we only have 4.
Yeah, it's only 4.
Only 4. We're not going to come out with any 5, any extras. The next phase 2, we'll have extra ones, but that'll be a different phase. And we also have the wild cards. Now, the wild cards are very interesting because it's just a wild card, and people don't know what the wild card is for.
Mm-hmm.
There is a utility for the wild card, but you will not know it until all of the NFTs sell out. That's when we are going to tell you the wild card does this. So now it's a game that you're playing. Should I keep the wild card when I mint it, or should I trade it? Should I let it go? Maybe I should keep it because it's very important for phase 2.
Now the wild card isn't going to be labeled the wild card, or you
Yes.
don't? Okay, it will be labeled. Okay.
It'll have its own picture, and it will be the wild card. It'll be labeled. You cannot use the wild card to forge your golden lit estate NFT, but the wild card is equal to a standard NFT, so you could still win the weekly draws.
Yeah.
If you get chosen. But the wild card, guys, trust me, the wild card is something that you want to keep, but this is never financial advice. Obviously, you do what you want, but it's all about the gamification, is to keep people on their toes, and that's why all other NFT projects, right? People would purchase these NFTs, and I sit back and I relax and I look at these things. I'm like, there's no value in these NFTs, and people are hoping that it appreciates with value.
Sure.
So I said to myself, why not bring the opposite of that, the inverse? Why don't we give value to the NFTs so they don't care about it appreciating with value? They're already getting the value every single
on the purchase right away.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love it.
So that's where the four coins are coming in, plus the lit academies coming in. All that is value, right? Even when you're a part of the Telegram. Like yesterday, me and Mo had a really really good time. We had game night last night.
I saw that.
And we had Jeopardy, and people was playing, and they was playing for some whitelist spots, and we was having a lot of fun. And life is stressful, and life is a lot of work. And sometimes you just don't want to really focus on cryptocurrency or work. You just want to sit down and have a good time with people that are kind, and that's what we was doing last night. And everybody was having a good time. And these are the experiences that you're gonna get with the golden lit estates. Like we want to do fun things, interactive things. We want to do movie nights. We want to do classes as well. There's so much things that we want to bring value to. So as long as you hold our NFTs, then you're able to be here for a game night or movie night or seminar, right? But
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to the Lit Academy, you must hold at least 5 NFTs. If
Okay.
you have 5 NFTs, that's kind of like your pass right there in order to start attending the classes.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
No, see, and that's really good information. So let me back it up a step because I want to make sure that we talk about the NFTs more specifically. So right now, we said that there's 30 NFTs that you've got to collect, and there's 15 pairs. So you've got to hold both standard and the luxury NFT. Those create a pair, right? So
Yes.
that's the first rule. And then by holding the NFTs, you're now eligible for a weekly raffle.
Yes.
Perfect. So the standard gets you one spot on the wheel, and then the luxury gets you two spots on the wheel.
Yes.
Right on, right on. Now let me get into the rewards because everyone's all about, well, what do I win? You're talking about all this value. BUSD, lit, drip, and now the garden LPs, which you're going to do something really special about that. So we'll get into the GLE extensions. But how do you decide every week? Because there's 3 winners every week. How do you decide what they're going to win if they've got like 4 options? How does that work?
So it's pretty simple. Just
Moonshot, your volumes, you sound like an echo right now. Just want to make sure you're good. Can anyone else hear there, or is it just me? Give me a thumbs up if his volume's off, or is it just me? Yeah. Okay. Anyone else? Yeah. It sounds like you're in a cave with Rock Ape or something. Rock Ape, stop inviting people to the Bat Cave, my friend.
I just left the basement. Does it sound better?
No, it sounds the same still. Yeah.
Sounds the same. Okay, let me leave.
Sounds like a winner. Sounds like a winner. All right. And I'll hold it down. I'll do roll call for anybody I may have missed. Let's see here. Mo, I just invited you. NYC, I think I got you. Crypto Bizzo, welcome to the call, my friend. Mo, can you hear me okay? Raymond, Ali. Let me see if Moonshot comes back in. Sleepy, welcome to the call, my friend. Oh, that's a good one. Mex Chewy, that's super dope. Thinja. Let's see. Okay, I see you. Moonshot. Moonshot, you there? Yeah. Now we're back to the regularly scheduled program. Life is good. Yeah, life is good. Not sure what happened there, but I don't want anyone to miss anything, man. It's great information because, like I said, I went through the white paper easily 4 or 5 times because each time I reread it, one is just for understanding, and then 2, I just want to make sure that we spend time on each of the major subsections because there's a lot of meat on the bone. And outside of the creativity of how the NFT cards look, the gamification, I'm just talking about the life of the tokens themselves through the education. Like that's the piece that is worth its weight in gold because that's one of those gifts, Moonshot, that keeps on giving. Literally, education is the gift that keeps on giving. Once you know something, it's hard for you to forget it unless you become super old and then you forget everything. But if you're young and vibrant, once you learn something, you never forget it, right?
Yeah.
Not to say you won't repeat it, but you just won't forget it. All right. So here's kind of where we left it, my friend. So I was asking because you're going to have a G-Lit payday every Friday night on the late night lit talk, right? So the G-Lit payday is where you're going to go live and give away the rewards. And the rewards again are BUSD, lit, drip, and now the LP from the garden, right? So my question was, how do you decide among the 3 winners what they actually win?
So it's gonna be very simple. The first draw will be for
Ah,
BUSD. The second draw would be for Drip, and the third draw would be for Lit.
understood. That is pretty simple.
So
Okay.
I would just make it very very simple. This is the first draw, and then we're gonna spin the wheel, or we could do a number count depending on the NFTs. They should have numbers attached to them. I'll do numbers, whatever's
Yeah,
easier, and whoever wins will receive the BUSD. It's going to be sent straight to their wallet. If you win the lit, it's going to be sent straight to your wallet, and if you win the drip, it's going to be, of course, airdropped to your faucet
perfect.
account.
Yeah,
Um, as well as the LPs. If you win the LPs, you're going to get the airdrop to your wallet. Just make sure you have the contract address in your wallet, so when we send it to your wallet, you're able to see
sounds
it.
good. Okay, so that was really simple once you had a chance to kind of explain it. Okay, good, good, good. So now it's just three different drawings. Each drawing will be BUSD, drip, lit, and now it looks like the garden. Okay, cool, cool, cool. All right, perfect. So here's the other piece then. Here is what most people would like to know. We keep talking about Lit Academy and education because that's how you feed your family. What do they get with Lit Academy?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Lit Academy is, for me, it's the number one reward in the entire NFT project. I feel like education for me is the foundation of
Yeah.
everything, right? So if you hold five NFTs, whether it's five luxuries or a mixture of luxuries and standards or five standards, you're gonna have access to our Lit Academy, where we are gonna be holding these weekly classes in marketing, in coaching, in cryptocurrency, chart analysis, health and wellness,
Mm-hmm.
you know, uh, real estate, various topics that we're going to give, our investors a free class on, and the teachers that are going to be teaching those classes are qualified teachers who actually have a degree in this and is doing it in the real world.
Yeah.
That's their normal 9 to 5. This is not a AI robot that you're going to be asking a question to, and the AI robot is going to talk to you about real estate. No, this is a person that's in the field, that's going through the ups and downs of it,
Yeah.
that's giving you their experience as well as the education side of it, as far as the textbook side, but they're giving you their real life experience. And for me, I learn from people that could teach it by the book, but as well as bring the real life aspect of it.
A
That's
thousand
how I
percent.
know
Yeah.
this is a real teacher. So those are the people that we have lined up already. We are searching for teachers, but I already have a few good ones already, and I'm not gonna say their names yet, but you guys are gonna be very, very happy
Mm-hmm.
when when these people decide to hold their classes.
Yeah.
And now we're not just talking about cryptocurrency and the droplet protocol, drip. We're talking about real estate now. Now we're
Yes.
getting information about marketing. If you want to run your own business and you want to know how do I successfully market myself or build my brand, guess what? We're going to have a class that's going to help you with that. And we're going to have a qualified teacher to walk you through,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
To help you out. What about cryptocurrency? If you're a newbie and you don't know how things work, yeah, we're gonna have a class that's gonna help you with that. That's gonna help you with MetaMask or Rabby or whatever you want to do. We're gonna have classes on chart analysis on how to read the chart.
Woo.
When is the time for me to make a buy? When is the time for me to sell?
Come on.
What is the you know These are things that to me is gonna help you become wealthy because we're so well diverse in many different fields. We also have a coach that I just talked to the other day, and she's an amazing woman that been through a lot of hurdles in her life. That is a coach right now, and she like her story is just amazing.
Shout out to
And
bringing more women to the space.
oh yeah,
Right on.
oh yeah, and she's gonna be our wellness coach and just teach us how to de-stress from the every single day running back and forth,
Mm-hmm.
giving us certain tips and strategies, right? Things that work. So I feel like these are the important aspects that we need to jump on to enhance our cryptocurrency journey. Because now, suppose we want to take our winnings from Droplit or Drip, and we want to invest it into real estate,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Now we have that knowledge. Okay, I made $50,000 in Drip, never financial advice, but I'm gonna go and purchase a home, and I'm gonna turn it into a Airbnb, and I'm gonna create more passive income plays for myself. But I
Yes.
don't know nothing about real estate. Oh well, yes you do because you've been a part of the lit estate classes, right?
That's right.
I
Now let
got
me
two
ask you this:
questions for you, if
how
you don't
many?
mind.
Oh, go ahead, Rock.
One is, will there be the chance for holders to like request specific classes? Maybe they're not like that week, but give you an idea of the type of teacher to search for.
Oh yes, that's the thing. We want to create a DAO voting where we want to give people the opportunity to have classes that they want to attend. So we'll have regularly, asking the community which class do you want to have next, which teacher do you want us to reach out to, or any specific type of classes you want us to hold. That's where the fun is gonna really happen because now we're getting people involved, and every time we have a class, we want people to sign up for the class. So if we're doing a marketing class and we see that only one or two people sign up for it, then obviously it's not something that people want to do. So therefore, let's erase that and let's do something else, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's give the people what they want. So yeah, we'll
Mm-hmm.
we'll definitely give people opportunities to get their voices heard, as well as sign up for classes or give us any ideas or like suggestions.
Cool. And the next question was, will these be like in a library that any NFT holder can view for all of time? And when you sell the NFT, those previous classes are like you get that access to the library.
Well, that's the thing, right? We still are in discussion about that. For me, I don't speak for the entire team, but I'm thinking that these classes are going to be live. They're
Okay.
going to be on YouTube, and it's going to be a private YouTube
Yeah.
channel where only the holders that has the 5 NFTs that sign up for the classes will have access to that particular YouTube. It'll be a live stream, so you're able to get the information right then and there, as well as we are going to record the
Mm-hmm.
class, but we will put it up on our site, but I believe for a limited amount of time. We're not going
Mm-hmm.
to leave it up there for, let's say, 4 or 5 months, but obviously, due to different time zones and people in different parts of the world, we want to accommodate everyone. So if we hold a class on Saturday, let's say at 7 p.m., and you're not able to make it, it will be up on our website for the next 3 or 4 days. So you're able to access those classes.
Got it.
Taylor, yeah, that makes sense. The only caveat I would say to suggest is that to add value for the NFT holder for resale, not that anybody, but say somebody had 25 and they needed a little extra capital, somebody buying 5 for them all of a sudden gets access to all of that. That's worth a pretty penny on its own.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
So is
definitely.
it just a total of 5 NFTs, or is it
Yeah,
5 pairs? Okay.
At that
no,
point, everybody who's going to be selling their own NFTs, they're going to know that 5 NFTs is what's required for the Lit Academy. They can price it whatever they wish to do.
Uh,
And on our side, we're going to have a trading fee, and that's going to help the protocol, the project on our side, and it's going to give every investor the opportunity to participate if they wanted to. At the same time as the person selling, they would be able to benefit from the price of the NFT.
mm. And as long as they hold the NFT and the life of the protocol project, they have access to these classes just by purchasing 5 NFTs.
yes.
Correct.
So it's
So
like a lifetime membership for a whole whopping $150 or something like that. A lifetime membership.
yeah, yeah,
what
pretty much. I
are we
mean,
talking about? What, what are we talking about?
Damn good deal.
That's a ton.
I feel like that's a great deal to
Heck yeah.
have to like invest $150, let's say, and you have access to marketing, to coaching, to cryptocurrency, to all these real estate classes that people charge hundreds of dollars for. And if you go to a college or to to take a couple of those courses, you're talking about thousands of dollars. So we're making it to a point where obviously 5 NFTs for me personally is not a bank breaker. No. It's something that we mostly could have come up with. So that's something that could be worked on in the future.
Yeah.
But I feel like because we want to make sure that the teachers that we invite, they are qualified people, they must get paid, right? They charge a fee, and we want to make sure that we're able to provide that fee because we want quality teachers.
Yeah.
We don't want just a person on YouTube claiming to do something, but someone that's qualified.
Yeah. And then at the same time, you want to make it affordable for investors because all of it is also brand awareness. So they've got to trust you. So you've got to make it affordable so that people can at least be interested and want to try the Lit Academy. And then as things scale, then you can start changing or think about adjusting your prices. But yeah, let's make it affordable because the whole goal is to be inclusive, right? So yeah, let's make it affordable for people. Why not? Love it. All right, let's do this. And I swear that my goal is to keep this within like 60 to 90 minutes. And then what happens every week is I get all these late speakers like S Crypto 101 and Dividend Miracle. And my family comes in and everybody want to talk. And I love it.
Me too. I love it. Man.
Sorry, we're going over. We're going over. I'm sorry, everybody.
Shout out to Big Beauty in the house. Big Beauty, S Crypto 101. You guys are awesome. Shout out to Wonder Woman. Without you, I don't be getting to the Forex AMAs because I'd be at work. So she be leaving all the great notes. I'll be reading all the notes.
Wonder Woman gives us the Cliff Notes versions of the AMA. Saves us maybe an hour and 40 minutes probably. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much. Life is good. All right. Anything? Let's do this, Moonshot, before we kind of dig into the last few rewards, because I want to get to GLE extensions and then anything else you think we should cover. For my listeners who have been hanging in there for close to 90 minutes, thank you. The time is for you guys. Anyone have a question, a comment, something they want to share with the Golden Lit Estate team? I'll give you guys a minute. So it should be...
Honestly, can I give I mainly just want to say that I love the fact that you guys took the whole education side. Like the reward side, the gamification, all fantastic. But this feels brand new.
Yeah, right.
And so it's a fresh feel. It's the fact that it's going to be continuous education. It's going to be, in my mind, the rewards when they're continuous and nothing goes wrong. For some reason, investors get bored. But the fact that you're going to be continuously adding on to this, even if all you do, you don't have a phase 2, all you do is the education, this is just a fantastic platform for it. Well done, guys.
Somber.
Appreciate you, Rock. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I think one of the priorities in anything for Max, for me, I'm guessing everybody else like that's involved in this call right now, is to teach people that are starting out and to teach people that want to diversify. Like for me, what I always like to live my life by is if I just spend a few more hours before getting involved in anything and then get involved, then the result is going to be astronomically different. So I'm guessing this is the pillar of what we wanted to base this project on.
Yeah.
And we're hoping it's going to be something that people find interesting and find value.
No, they will, Mo, because again, even though it feels like sometimes when people start their crypto journey, and I'm guilty of it too. Once I just got a little bit of information, I dove in head first.
100%.
Right. And all
upset.
know how that ended for us. Anybody who tells me that their ending was different, I may have to call you a liar, right? I just may have to. But most of us dove headfirst in and we lost a ton of money. But part of that is just how some of us learn. But if we make education the highest priority, then my guess is it becomes less intimidating, right? People understand how to do their own research because we always say DYOR, but there's no context behind what that really means. Like, look, guys, did you forget that I don't even know how to invest? Like, I just give my money to someone else and they kind of take care of that. Or I just really came up with a little bit of money and I can't really afford to lose any of it, but I don't know how to start. And then once I'm in, I still don't even know how to navigate through it. So the education is the missing piece. And by you offering that lifetime for an affordable price, the only thing that we've got to close the gap on, and you already know this, is the marketing and the branding, is making sure that people are aware of what you're offering and they see the value in it. And once they do, it will be an easy close, for lack of a better word, right? Anyway,
Can I add something to
as
that,
crypto,
please?
you got to do it for me.
Yo,
My family's
yo.
in the building. I feel like my brothers from another mother have all arrived.
Wait, hold
I'm
on,
waiting for
hold
my
on.
sister from another mother to come on in.
Yo, I'm here.
Hey, my people. But no, I think all the things that were said were great. But I think one of the things I think about too with these new NFTs is the big thing with crypto is, you can make a lot of money in crypto, but the hardest thing once you do make money is how do you keep it? And I think that's one of the big things with these NFTs is it does put you on game in terms of education with real estate and these different things that you can invest the money that you possibly do make out of crypto, because I think that is a big mistake that a lot of investors do is they'll make their money off crypto, whether it's drip or some kind of meme coin doing a 10x, things like that, and then they're just waiting to put it into another protocol.
Yeah,
So providing that education of, hey, this is really what you could do with it. You could do something outside, take it to fiat, do these other things, or just know how to invest correctly. Or if we're even looking at options or stocks,
absolutely.
things like that, or ways you can diversify your portfolio. So that's what I really love about this NFT project. And, I might be a little bit biased, but it's fresh, it's new. There's more to it than just getting, drip each week or, getting BUSD each week. It's like truly a membership.
Yeah,
And when we talk about the value that you get with it, I was talking to somebody 2 days ago and they told me that they paid like $250 for an options course to learn how to read the charts. So people are out there spending that money, hard earned money on things like that. So there is a market for it. And us providing this, that are going to give you these different avenues is going to be amazing.
soundbar.
So just had to add
Yes,
my piece.
Can I
Drip the
speak
well. Can
now?
you hear
I
me?
can. And
Uh,
I would like to
go
cut it up a little bit and go with a different octave. So, Wonder Woman, welcome.
Thank you, Drip to Wealth. I appreciate
You're
you.
welcome.
What's up, fellas? All my guys on the
Wonder
call.
Woman.
What's
I
good?
appreciate you appreciating my
What's
notes. You're
good?
very welcome. So I just love these talks because everything you guys are saying, I'm like, yes, 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 yes. We all need this education because we all know that this is going to hit, right? We've been stacking and packing for like a year, right? We've been, figuring it out. All of us who've been here for a while. Once this hits, people are going to be like, now what do I do? I actually have the money. What do I do? Lambo? People are going to do
Yeah,
it, right? Go out and buy a big car or whatever. But I mean, that's the last thing I'm going to do is buy a car. Like I got all kind of organizational things I'm going to be doing, but that's what people need to know is because a lot of people like me didn't come up with money. We've never had it. We don't know how to get it. When we do get it, keep it, use it, leverage it. What does that even mean?
yes.
So I'm excited about, talking about education. I do education too, for those of you who don't know. So I got me and Drip to Wealth got a project coming out soon.
Yes,
So
we do.
Shout
Hold
out to the
on.
squad.
Hold
yeah,
on.
so make sure y'all support when it comes
More to
out.
come.
That's all I'm
More to
saying.
come.
Yeah, more to come. But yeah, so I just wanted to, say I love all y'all, and I like what you guys are saying here, and I'm glad that you let me speak.
Wonder Woman, thank you. Appreciate you.
You're welcome.
All right, I think that was Dividend Miracle.
Yeah.
How you doing,
I
my friend?
appreciate it, Drip the Wealth, for having these conversations. This was to Max Moonshot for
Yes, sir.
for the Lit Academy. Is there a way that you can keep the videos up there and like archive them instead of them disappearing? Because maybe somebody again 5 or 6 months later and they want to go through the videos, so maybe like be able to keep them and put them in a folder or somewhere where someone can always go back and get them. And then
Oh yeah,
yeah,
I definitely that's something that we want to talk with the
right.
team. We have to really see what's the best move for the protocol is, and of course, it's all about the storage. It's all about the
I think you
premium
went
plans
out.
that we have to buy. Hello,
Dividend, can you hear him okay? Dividend Miracle?
No,
Can
I
you hear
can't.
him?
What did he say?
Yeah, okay, I can hear him. Give me a thumbs up for everybody else. I just want to make sure. Thumbs up. Can you guys hear Moonshot Max?
I
was
just
able
heard
to
a,
hear him.
okay. He was just talking about the team, so as long as he's talking to the team, just to have the videos up there. And then my second thing: when does the project officially come out, or there hasn't been a release date?
Moonshot.
Oh yes. So our project whitelist launch is going to be on Friday the
I
14th.
can't hear him, so
And
you can tell me what he's saying.
No?
Hey, Dividend Miracle, do me this one favor, because it looks like we're all able to hear him, but you. How about you do this? Come out and then request to be a speaker again, and I'll let you back in. Let's try that.
All right.
Okay, thank you. Moonshot, let's hold on until he gets back, because that's a relevant question, the timing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
so let's wait till he gets back in, see if he gets disconnected. While we're waiting for Dividend Miracle, any other speakers or listeners? Did you guys have anything for the Golden Lit Estate team? Any thoughts, questions, comments? All right, Moonshot, while we're waiting, let's get into what I think. Okay, you know what? He just made it back in. Dividend. Did I lose him? Yeah, give me 1 sec. Let me try to get him one more time. Dividend. Okay, Moonshot, can you try the dates one more time and see if it makes a difference?
Yes, sir. So our whitelist launch is going to be on Friday the 14th. I am meeting with the dev today to iron out a specific time, but it's definitely going to be in the afternoon time. Just stay close to the Telegram and Twitter. We will announce the official whitelist mint on Friday the 14th. And on Saturday, we are having the launch on the 15th. And the launch is going to be around noon, between noon and 1 o'clock. I just want to make sure that the dev have everything ironed out. I don't want to give a specific time
Yeah.
until I know the exact time, because it doesn't really depend on me. But once I get in touch with the dev, I was talking to him today. He said everything is good, is I'm good to go, but he had a little thing that he had to take care of. So I am gonna talk to him after the Twitter space. So I will be announcing the official time in the Telegram and also the Twitter as well.
Sounds
But
good.
Friday,
Cool.
whitelist, and Saturday is going to be at launch.
And then if they want to get the information, you said it would be in Twitter. You'll probably make a video on your YouTube channel about it. And then your Telegram, they should make sure that they are joining your
Oh yeah,
Telegram group as well, because that's where the information is going to be released as well. All right.
yes.
Okay, perfect. Any other speakers? Any other listeners want to be speakers before we move into what I think is maybe our last couple topics? Let's give folks an opportunity. Okay. So Moonshot, here's what I'm noticing. GLE. Our community is notorious for coming up with acronyms. We kill them. I just got an acronym. It was so dope, and I never thought about it. This is shouts out to my guy NY Crypto. He replied to a tweet with D, so the letter D, the number 2, and then a W. What do you think that stands for? The letter D, the number 2, and a W.
Drip to
Come on, man.
Right?
Drip to wealth.
Come on, man. I feel like Puff Daddy of the drip community. I'm like drip to wealth, kryptonite, KK, D2W. The list goes on. So when I saw the GLE, I'm like, there's another acronym. We're so good at it. So the Golden Lit Estate Extensions. This is something completely innovative. And again, it's kind of pulling in 2 additional protocols that support the drip community. So one of them is the Garden, which we kind of briefly talked about. And then the other one is Piggy Plinko. So can we go into the extensions for those who may have missed it? So there's 2 of them.
Oh yeah. So one thing I realized with my journey is that NFTs must have a utility in order to stay relevant, right? And I said to myself, well, the 30 NFTs are going to be forced to get a Golden Lit Estate NFT. I totally get it. But what type of value can we give other NFTs? And then we said to ourselves, okay, so why not create values for specific NFTs, like the Garden NFT and the Gardener NFT? So the only way you're able to get the LP tokens as rewards from the Drip Garden is to hold the Garden and the Gardener NFT, right?
Yes.
So if you collect those 2 NFTs and you save it into a MetaMask and you don't let it go, now you're going to be able to have a 4th, token as a raffle, and you're going to be getting the LP tokens. Now, the Piggy Plinko extension, we said to ourselves, hold up, if we have a Drip Garden, that means we're going to get some BUSD.
Yes.
And if we get some BUSD, how can we maximize this BUSD in order to bring potential, revenue to our investors?
Yes.
So Piggy Plinko is another addition. So what we're going to do is we're gonna claim 1 day's claim out of the Drip Garden. We're gonna split up the LPs. We're gonna take the BUSD side and we're gonna play some Piggy Plinko.
Come on, love it.
And now, who's gonna get the rewards for the Piggy Plinko? Well, it's gonna be the black card NFT holder.
Yeah.
So if you mint a black card, now you're saying to yourself, I can't get rid of this black card because suppose Moonshot Max plays Piggy Plinko with $10 and he wins a 25x.
Yes. Now we're talking about what, $250?
Oh man, crazy. So right there, we just added more utility for the NFTs, more value, thus making them more scarce. So now when you're seeing a black card NFT after today, you're most likely gonna say to yourself, I'm probably not gonna sell that one. If you see a gardening NFT or gardener NFT, you're probably gonna say, I'm not gonna sell those either. And then when you say to yourself, wow, I need 5 NFTs to attend a lit school or whatever, I can't sell the 5. So it's kind of like we want to create an environment that you don't want to sell or trade any of your NFTs.
Yeah, Moonshot.
We want to bring even more utility to different NFTs, and we have another extension coming.
So you're not done cooking. Okay.
No.
Alrighty.
You don't know which NFT is going to be the one that we're going to choose to have that next extension on.
Okay.
So it's just a gamified aspect that keeps people on their toes, keep people engaged, and keeps the price floor of the NFTs high.
I love it. I love it. Soundbar.
So Max, are we going to be playing Piggy Plinkle on Late Night Lit Talk?
Of course we are.
Oh my God! You know I'm down to
Yes,
play
you
Late
are.
Night Lit Talk.
And it's late night lit talk. What's the other acronym for it? Is it G Lit Payday? Yeah,
Yes, because Fridays.
absolutely.
That's the day we get paid. That's the day that we go out to the clubs and we pop
Right.
bottles. That's the day that we have fun. So why not give people the reward tokens on Fridays? I think Fridays is the best day.
Man, and then you got to get the
Get lit, get litty on
you have
Friday.
to.
Get litty.
And you got to get the Johnny Kemp song "Just Got Paid."
Oh,
Friday night.
Friday night. Uh, feeling right.
Booty shaking.
Woo,
Yeah, look, come on, man. Come on. Friday nights are going to be lit. So again, entertainment, education, and rewards across two different protocols. Drip, Droplit. Shouts out to the Golden Lit Estate team for building bridges so that we all can walk on this straight path to financial freedom utilizing cryptocurrency. That's how we're going to change our financial futures. It is to slowly migrate away from traditional finance because we all realize that none of us can outpace inflation. And then there's only 24 hours a day. And none of us, quite frankly, really want to work 2 to 3 jobs, full time, part time, just to earn extra cash for us just to maintain our lifestyle. So the only way, not the only way, an opportunity for you to advance your financial freedom is to consider cryptocurrency in projects that you have vetted, that you trust, that has smart tokenomics, gamification, community, and a dev, and leverage those tools to change your financial trajectory. And the baseline for all of that stuff, Moonshot, is the education. And that is part of
yes,
what
sir.
you're offering with the Golden Lit Estate. Like, I keep coming back to that because that's the piece that had me so anxious to get on this Twitter Spaces with you tonight, because we have these conversations in private. And I just wanted to share with the rest of the world how critical that element is. And that is the
Yeah.
massive perk associated with GLE, right? So if you don't take anything else away from this call, take that aspect away from it, because again, that is the gift that keeps on giving. You will
Yeah.
learn about crypto, real estate, diversification, how to make money, to, as Crypto's point and Mo's point and Rock's point, how to keep the money, right? That's the most important aspects of this project. All right. So let me ask you this. You got me amped up. I want to get started, right? So anyone on the call, what should they be doing to get started?
Oh well, number one, you definitely want to join our Telegram. We were definitely giving whitelist spots away every day. We had games, guess that phrase. We had Jeopardy.
And is all of that in
What's the other game
Telegram?
that we? Oh
Okay,
yeah,
so
and
that's
it
the first
goes.
step. Get on
Yeah,
Telegram right away.
get get get
And
on
what is it,
Telegram right
Mo
away.
and Moonshot? What's the handle?
It's Golden Lit Estates.
Right on.
That's
Pretty
basically
tough
what
to
it is.
remember.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I'm gonna post it in the comments of this Twitter Spaces so everybody can join in.
Excellent. So Moonshot, all right. So
Yeah,
get
we
connected
also
through the social media platforms.
of course, definitely. We do have um I'm looking at the final count of whitelists because we have 50 whitelist spots, but they've been going like hotcakes. Like we've been giving them out to YouTubers, to the
And my
Telegram,
listeners
on
tonight,
Twitter, and I think we have 2 more spots
my listeners
that's
go
left
get them.
over. So we have 2 more whitelist spots available. I told Mr. Crypto Knight that he could give them away in any way or fashion that he sees fit. Just to let everyone know, once you are getting a whitelist spot, it's a card pack. So a card pack basically is with 8 NFTs that are the matching pairs. So you don't have to look. If you have a private jet, you don't have to look for a pilot because the pilot is going to be
Oh
right there
wow, that
in
is
the
so
private.
dope. Are you serious?
Yeah, yeah, and we also is selling it at a discount because for luxury NFTs and for standard, you should be paying 1.2 BNB. But because you're part of the whitelist, you are getting the matching pairs and you're only paying 1 BNB.
My goodness. Soundbar.
Yeah. So we definitely wanted to give people the opportunity to get a head start because everyone wants to get all 30. So we definitely have a couple spots left. We do have a lot of people on waiting to see if any spots open up, but we've been getting a lot of positive, info about the project from people, and they want 2 spots, but I'm only giving away 1 spot per person because I want to make sure that because if you think about it, if you're part of the whitelist, you're instantly a part of the Lit Academy
Yes.
because you have 8 cards,
Yeah.
so you don't have to
Wow.
worry about buying any mobile cards. So you're set for life as well. So yeah,
Meg, look, man, who wants a whitelist spot? Let me see. Give me a thumbs up if you're interested in a whitelist spot. Let me see. Who wants a whitelist spot? Ooh, boom. Yep, I see you. I see you. Looks like everyone wants a whitelist spot. Moonshot, we've got 2 to give away.
yes sir, we got 2.
Okay, cool. All right, so here's what we're gonna do because I need some encouragement to get back on my YouTube. This would be good. So here's what I'm gonna do. I want everybody to find my YouTube channel. It is called Drip to Wealth. Head over to Drip to Wealth. Find this video, which will be posted tomorrow before noon. And in the comments section, I want you to put hashtag Golden Lit Estate. All right. So tomorrow on my YouTube channel, this video will be posted. YouTube channel Drip to Wealth. Find the video in the comments, hashtag Golden Lit Estate, and I'll do a random draw and select 2 people. Moonshot Max and the Golden Lit Estate team, thank you guys for donating the 2 whitelist spots, and the perks associated with those 2 whitelist spots are phenomenal, right? Because going back to the gift that keeps on giving, you get the lifetime education. You don't have to purchase any more NFT cards after that. That's amazing. I appreciate that.
So, KK, before you end the call, I just wanted to say thank you for hosting us because, I mean, everybody tells you that all the time, but a lot of the people in the community appreciate the show and are very anxious to be here every Wednesday. So, thank you for hosting us on every other project that you've hosted because we're really appreciative of it. And, we can't wait to come back every Wednesday.
Mo, don't be trying to get me emotional, bro. What are you trying to do? Cut that out. Look, man, for me, this is amazing because I get to talk about something I'm super passionate about now, and that's cryptocurrency. And I was one of those people that was very negative, and I considered it like a niche, something fatty, trendy. And it was simply because I was naive. I didn't quite understand what it was. And when you slow it down and spend some time understanding cryptocurrency, blockchain, and owning your own keys, and the insane amount of money that you have the potential to make if you do it the right way, became fascinating to me, right? And here's what keeps me committed to it. It is the fact that I'm connected to such an amazing community. Not like just the broad community, right? Because that's not really touchy feely. There's no human connection there outside of like some tweets and stuff like that. But our small groups, like the conversations that we have when the phones are off and it's just us and we're talking to each other and we're elevating and we're strategizing and we're supporting, and all of that stuff is completely unconditional, no strings attached. We're volunteering our time, we're volunteering our information, we're volunteering our resources. And that's why I love having Twitter Spaces, man, because you guys are pouring into me. So now I feel a responsibility to pour into everybody else who's willing to listen. So this is just medicine for my soul. So Mo, I appreciate you saying that, man. I love what I do. I really do.
Amazing, bro.
Let's go. My speakers, Moonshot, As Crypto, Wonder Woman, Dividend, Miracle. Mark is probably half asleep. He'll listen to it in the morning. Is there anything else we wanted to leave our listeners with?
For me personally, I just want to say thank you to everybody. As far as the team, as far as the listeners, people that subscribe to the channel, that leaves the comments and like, everyone, just pushes me to be better in all areas. So I'm extremely blessed. I'm happy that I stayed, and I'm happy that I met a bunch of people that I could call my friends, that I could call, and I have their phone numbers, and we could chat about crypto and chat about life. And that's the dynamic of the Golden Lit Estates. We want to build relationships that's going to last till the end of time, because these are the same relationships that's going to help, that's going to feed into us, that's going to elevate us in order to get to that wealthy status and maintain it. So I just want to say thank you to everybody. And Friday night is the whitelist party on the Late Night with Lit Talk. So we're gonna be sharing now the NFTs that we got, and we're also gonna be giving some L bonds away, and we are gonna be giving away a couple of NFTs as well. So the one thing about the Golden Lit Estates project is we love to do giveaways. We love to give back, and so tune in. We might be giving a special NFT away that you might need. So
Alpha.
who knows, right?
Alpha. Well, I love it, Moonshot, and Mo, and As Crypto, and Wonder Woman, Dividend. Everyone that tunes in, and you guys know we're going to go through a roll call. I really do appreciate everyone hanging out with us. I swear to you, I never intend for the spaces to go this long, but they need to go as long as they need to go, right? And maybe I need to adjust my mindset for right now and stop trying to limit, what we're doing, and just let the conversation happen. Right. So if it needs to be an hour, it's going to be an hour. Right.
Can get another hour going. And end it at 9. No,
so I'm going to stop apologizing. Look, I don't know what I'm going to give you. The conversation will lead the time, right? We won't go long for the sake of just having a conversation, but I just want to make certain that the content is relevant, it's concise, and it's value adding. And if it checks the boxes on all three of those metrics, I don't care how long it takes, right? You guys can come back and listen to it and finish it up later. But the one thing,
hey, Drip, yes. Can I say something real quick? I just want to thank you, Moonshot. Keep pushing, man, and Mo Crypto, keep doing your thing. I'm gonna put my brick in, as we always say. I'm gonna put my brick in this project as I have with Droplit, and then just keep pushing, no matter what. And we're all gonna make this money together.
Right on. I appreciate that. Soundbar, you get one of.
Appreciate it.
All right, everybody. I think that's it. Unless someone else has anything they want to add, just double check here.
I'll say one more thing. This is the new standard for NFTs, so do not miss out on this. NFTs with true utility.
Soundbar.
Appreciate you, bro.
Oh, that's a soundbar too.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Moonshot, are we supposed to bring like red cups on Friday night? Just want to make sure. Hear that?
Mandatory.
Oh man, you guys can bring the red cups. You could bring the Red Bull, whatever bull you guys drink. You guys could bring whatever, man. It's a party. It's a celebration of the fact that now we're on the right track. And one last thing I was thinking about. Imagine if I had a Golden Lit Estates project a couple years ago when I first started. I probably wouldn't get into any honeypots. I probably wouldn't got scammed the way I
Yeah.
did because I had the education. So, just little things like this that I'm thinking about now. I'm just like, wow, this some project is really giving that value, and I'm excited for everyone who's willing to come on this journey.
Right on, man. And I'm actually really, really proud of you. I really am, man. I'm actually proud of all of us. The fact that, to Dividend Miracle's point, everyone kind of putting their brick in, like becoming a content creator, developing your own project. That's a really intimidating proposition because the reality is, as human beings, we're always concerned about failing. We're always concerned about the criticism and the backlash when something doesn't work according to plan. And unfortunately, that paralyzes quite a few of us. And we never really fulfill our life's purpose. But it's not until you actually have enough courage to maybe start and get some positive reinforcement from a handful of people. And that's all the motivation you need to continue to forge forward. And then by you sticking with this, in your example, Moonshot Max, you've created a legacy in the form of an NFT to support you and your family. And then there's an extension of your family by way of the drip and the droplet community, right? So for anybody who is a listener or a content creator, giving you your flowers tonight, because this is hard work, man. And it requires a lot of time and dedication. And for the folks that are super consistent at it, hats off, man. And I promise you this, because it is a promise. It's not if, but it's when we will all be successful, because your net worth, I repeat, your net worth is based on your network. All right. So we're surrounded by dope people. We're going to be fine. All right. So with that said, you guys know how we roll. I wish everyone peace and prosperity. Until then, stay hydrated. We out. Roll call.
See you guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Mo. Moonshot Max. Wonder Woman.
Thanks, Drip.
Love you, girl. Appreciate y'all.
See you, Wonder
Right
Woman.
on. Mark, NY Crypto. Crypto Bitso. Hold and hustle. I like that. Raymond Ali. My guy with a capital G. Who else we got on here?
Hey, okay,
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Apparently, you have a good podcast voice. And
radio voice. Hey. Life is good, man. Life is good, man. I love this group. All right, brother. Mex Chewy. Right on. Thanks for hanging in there with us. Looney Tune Crypt. Welcome. Appreciate you hanging in there. Who else? I want to make sure I get everyone. West Side. My guy with a capital G. Paul Thompson. Appreciate you. Drip will make everything special. I agree 1,000%. And we've got LJ DeFi Gen X. Thank you. See you next week. Let's see who else we've got. Patine 9. Love seeing you there. Thank you for supporting the channel. Legacy. Better late than never. I see you. Cali Princess 199. Do me a favor, because I'm going to do this every week for people who continue to support the channel. I'm not sure if you heard, but I'm going to repost this video on my YouTube channel sometime tomorrow before noon. Do me a favor, in the comments section, make sure you put hashtag golden lit estate, but then I want you specifically to leave your wallet address. Okay? So look for that video tomorrow. Thanks for hanging in there. Matthew Strahan, 40 going on 20. That's good. I'll grow up one day, but today is not the day. I respect that. Yeah, sometimes getting older is overrated. All right. Wayne Parker, welcome back, my friend. Chuck Young, the real Chuck Young. Okay, I like that too. Big Beauty 91, entrepreneur, gamer, and crypto. I love seeing entrepreneurs. That is a brave task. It is undervalued and underappreciated small businesses. There's a ton of work and effort that goes in there into being an entrepreneur because you wear so many hats. But the ceiling, there isn't any, right? You're really only limited by your work ethic, your network, maybe your resources and whether or not you've got a great product and or service. So anyone who's an entrepreneur, I love that. That's what I am too. All right, everyone. Peace and prosperity. Until next time, stay hydrated. We out.